Yeah, I know. My Pope's hat, and by the way, we are the Pope of the chocolate papacy, is pretty awesome. I love how it's a double-decker hat, you know? It's like one crown, no, dual crown. I think one is like the temporal authority and one is the sort of divine authority, right? But because we are both, well, we're actually a triple emperor, as well as being the head of the religion. So I think that's the vibe that's going on there. I suspect this is probably an actual historical crown for something, but I wouldn't know what it is, because why would I know anything? It's the Oreo of crowns. It's a double stuffed crown is really what it is.
Whiskey and chocolate.
Hat looks like it was wrapped in chocolate Easter egg. Nice. Sevarka. Thank you very much for that. Mostly a VOD guy because of my schedule, but been watching the better part of 8 years now. Holy crap. Got my own setup for the occasion today. Rider's Tears and Marabou chocolate. Rider's Tears, excellent Irish whiskey. Especially because of the name. The name is 10 out of 10. And yeah, Marabou chocolate is really, really, really good. Really, really good. I think I'm out of all the Marabou over here. We're going to have to see if we can make another sort of special order from the Scandylands for some good stuff. We'll see what we can do. We are on the new patch. How can you see we're on the new patch? I guess the fact that this decision is popping up is new. What else is indicative that we're on the new patch? Because I want to talk about it. Oh, the stress meter's changed. I actually haven't had much of a chance to dabble with the new patch. The thing I was most excited about here... The escape menu? Oh, maybe. Yeah, the stress indicator is different. The thing I was possibly most excited about, and I used it this morning, just before the stream started, is there are some new filter options in here, like the not of my religion, not of my culture filter options, which didn't exist at shipping time, which seems like a bit of an oversight. So I'm able to filter for people who aren't chocolatisms. And I right-clicked and queued up a bunch of demand conversions, just people who had a 100% chance of flipping. So that's going to make it a lot easier for us to go and dig through this and find some more people who want to follow the one true path of chocolatism. Crisis, thank you very much. Long live Pope Cyborg. Here's some funds to spread chocolatism. Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll put that to good use. Hat game of that dude. Why not a triple crown? Well, because we're not a horse pre-revenue. Not eligible for the triple crown. Sorry. Or, I think a lot of sports have triple crowns. I always think of it as horse racing. But, what is it? Preakness, Kentucky Derby, obviously. What's the other one I'm forgetting? Whatever. 3 races. North America hasn't been discovered yet. That's true! It's just, there's an edge here. Just ends. Belmont Stakes, yeah. F1 racers, this Triple Crown, is it something like winning in F1 in IndyCar and like a Le Mans or a NASCAR or something? I don't know. I think there's a Triple Crown for tennis, ice skating. Monaco. Oh, it's Monaco specifically. It's not winning sort of an F1 sort of championship. It's winning in Monaco. Ah, I love it, yeah. Just the classic races, the big 3 classic races, Indy 500, Le Mans, and Monaco. Yeah. I am sad that we didn't get the Monaco races here at F1. I mean, obviously it makes sense why it couldn't. And it's amazing that we got as much F1 as we have been getting. And it's actually been a surprisingly decent season. Not so much in terms of like, ooh, who's going to win the Drivers' Championship? Who's going to win the Constructors' Championship? Honestly, we knew who that was going to be before this even started. But individual races have been surprisingly enticing. So, except for Spain, which was terrible. And the second British one was pretty bad too. Tennis is Grand Slam and it's winning 4. Right. Yeah, Honda's out for next year. That'll be interesting. And there's some talk that Max had an exit clause in his contract if Honda were to fail to deliver or something like that. So there's some talk that there might be some movement there. Anyway, we're not here to talk about sports. Why would we talk about real life things? We are here to video game, which is what we're going to do. So, if you haven't been here for a while, things may be a little bit different than the last time. We started as the 10-year-old Count of Anjou. Ooh, a bit laggy here. There you go. I hadn't actually zoomed in yet, so I think it's loading the graphics for the first time. The 10-year-old Count of Anjou here. And since then, we've embiggened ourselves a fair bit, because we are, in fact, the Emperor of Britannia, which we decided to choose as our primary title for now. We might switch. The Emperor of Germania as well, which is pretty badass. And the Emperor of Belgium. it's Francia, but we renamed it to Belgium because, you know, deal with it. So we have 3 empire ships over here, which is fantastic. And we did it through some very clever seduction, murder, disinheritance, you know, all those kinds of things. And last stream, at the end of the stream, we finally went ahead and formed our religion. So Pope Cyborg here is the first person to have all this. The Empire of Francia had been created by, well, I don't know. It's probably a couple generations back when it was created. We could look up the history of the title, but it doesn't really matter that much. But we ourselves had expanded from Anjou to all of Brittany, to a bunch of Wales and Cornwall, to taking over Scotland, to becoming independent. We were independent of France/Francia, which is where we started. But then we were able to do some clever marriage things, and again, with manipulating certain things about inheritance, and make it so that our son, we had a son with the Empress of Francia, and we made sure that that son inherited everything we had and everything she had. And now here we are. Here we are. Yes, of course we're wearing a double crown. I think the double crown is symbolic of the fact that we're the head of the empire as well as the head of the religion, which is indeed the case. What is the little scrolly notes? I don't remember these little scrolls here. Oh, the title, succession, long male preference are indicated here. I see. We are on the patch. It was a massive patch with too many patch lines in it to remember even a fraction of it. It was such a monstrously huge patch. It's going to be my first time playing on it. Hopefully everything goes swimmingly. We'll see how it goes. Change Britannia to whiskey. I can see what you're saying. We should almost rename all the Empire titles, especially before we die. Shouldn't we? Maybe it would be more interesting. I don't know. Minus 20 to every single subject. Why? What is going on there? What is that? 99 stars? 3 empires. Does that mean everyone hates us? No, I don't. There's no too many empire or too many kingdom titles. There's too many duchy title as a relationship penalty, but I think that's it. If we look at one of my random vassals over here, King Roland, he wants to see it on the council. Foreign culture. He doesn't like that I'm temperate, which is a sin. It is actually really funny that we created a religion in which we have a trait that is a sin in this religion. Let's talk about our religion. The best religion. I mean, first of all, it's got a symbol of a cat, so that's pretty good. It's chocolatism over here. Our tenets are communion, although instead of a holy wafer, of course, we have a square of chocolate. It's a hedonistic religion. Tooltip, move, thank you. Hedonistic religion, so we gain piety from holding feasts. Gluttonous is a virtue, temperate is a sin. So yeah, all the most virtuous people in Empire are probably going to be fat. And then finally we have ritual celebrations, which also gives us piety for holding feasts. So I think we get double the amount. So we're just going to be feasting all the time. Again, it's going to be an Empire fat people. Vassals are more likely to attend your feasts, and those that refuse to come will lose piety. So yeah, everyone's going to come all the time. We lose stress more easily, which is kind of nice. We can excommunicate people, and there's a Sikh indulgences, which should make us a lot of money. We weren't able to change all the laws just because we had a limit to how much piety we could spend making the religion, but we tried to do as much as we possibly could. So we are an equalist, you know, equality between the sexes. We debated, we tried to think about ways to do like polygamy or different things like that, but I think we mostly just ran out of piety here. So it is just a monogamous religion. There's unrestricted marriage. So, which is good because there is a little bit of interaction between siblings in our family tree in the past. So, you know, we'll flick that up a little bit. Same-sex relationships accepted, deviancy accepted, adultery accepted, witchcraft accepted, kinslaying, close kin, still criminal act. Either gender can be in the clergy. The clergy can't marry. I had actually hoped to change that, but unfortunately it's there. Temporal clerical appointments, that means we get to assign them. Special doctrine, teachings of Jesus. Oh, look at that. I think, because we are still a Christian faith, technically, so we've still got a few of these modifiers in there. So, is it Motorsport Manager Monday yet? Not yet, and actually I'm considering doing something like F1 2020 or something on Monday, just to shake things up. We'll see what Monday looks like when we get there. Anyway, with that, our plan is still, we're going to play Pope Cyborg here until he dies, which hopefully will take a while because we do have a lot of health modifiers. We're hoping that he has a long, healthy life. When he dies, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the switch character, we're going to hit observe, and we're going to let the game run at speed 5 for at least 50 years and shake things up. And then we'll go and take over at someone. Maybe what we'll do is we'll let it run for 50 years and then sort of watch someone, and when someone dies, maybe we'll take over or something at that point. We'll see. We'll do something like that. We can hold Mystical Communion right now, which I think we should do. It costs us piety, but we'll get learning lifestyle experience. I think there's no reason to say no to that, right? Yeah. Beg in peace. I do like that there's an actual pop-up for that. I think Mystical Communion used to show up over here. The other thing is I think these notices are new. Maybe it's just I haven't really been in a situation for it before, but I feel like these are new. Also, the color of this seems to have changed. I don't know what the difference is, but it looks different. It looks like deeper, darker colors. Did it have the same background? I don't know what it is, but something has changed in this pop-up. Colors, yeah, deeper colors. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Like the background and the colors, I think, have all changed. I don't know why. I don't think it was bad before, but maybe there didn't used to be color coding. Maybe now it's like red for bad things, green for good things. Maybe that wasn't there before. I can't remember. It's like, you know, it's not something I was noticing or paying attention to before. So to compare. Anyway, yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna flip some of our vassals. So right now we've got Lady Masquerose bends the knee to me directly. So instead, she's going to bend the knee to a duchess here, which will improve moods. She's probably pissy about some things, and she's also, because I'm not the rightful liege. So I think we're just going to go ahead and fix that. That's going to be okay. There you go. Gain 40 opinion in me, because I did grant her that. And then we'll do the same thing with this one over here. Just clean up our realm situation. Scooch, we can definitely declare war, and we may do that soon. Our levies are basically recharged, which is nice. Did they change the pause salt that you had? What pause salt did I have? You know what they did change? The outliner staying open. Hitting escape used to close the outliner. Woo! Woo! That's nice. Did they fix rally points? No, I don't think there's any buttons here to rally immediately, but we'll do what we can. We got more whiskey and chocolate. Oh, Shadow the Impure! Oh, wait, something went wrong. Oh, I got sick with my Mystical Communion. I still got Divine Guidance, which is nice for some stats. We are currently ill. Luckily, we do have a lot of modifiers to help with that. Right? A lot of modifiers. Because Attentive Care, Herbalist, and Iron Constitution should all counter penalties from being ill. So hopefully we're still going to be okay. I don't think we're going to do anything drastic to get through it. Shadow, thank you very much. October 2020, and I'm just installing Windows 95 and watching CK3. Wait, what? Looking forward to seeing what kind of chaos comes from 50 year at letting the AI do its thing. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much, Shadow the Impure. You must be installing Windows 95 in like a virtual machine or something to run some old stuff. There you go, Chocolate. We'll probably get a bunch of these pop-ups because I sent in a bunch of conversion requests right before the stream, just because it was kind of tedious little clicking things. I'm just gonna take safe, because there's no way this should kill us. We should be very resilient, and I don't want to have like a random eye poked out or something like that. Oh, there we go. She did a good job. Reduce disease symptoms. Anyway, I think we're going to be okay. The switching from tribal to feudalism still mean every building is torched? No, there was a specific patch note for that. Oh, no, that's interesting. There's a specific patch note for that, something about changing from tribal to feudalism will give you some buildings or something. This pop-up previously, we had suspected it didn't pop up unless it was possible to raise, like, every level. Maybe it's letting me know that maybe the pop-up is coming up because we took the first level of kin, and the second level is now available. That might be what's triggering it. Oh, better education traits. That is actually really good. Like, I was thinking of going down the blood over here so that we could get, you know, more congenital traits going on. But honestly, both of these, like, some of the stuff, you know, at the far end is quite a bit more potent. On the other hand, we can get the cheap stuff so much faster. And better education traits for Dynasty members is actually pretty great. I do want Resilient Bloodline, but I think I'll take this. And then when we get to 3,000, hopefully it won't bug me with a pop-up until we hit 3,000, because I haven't invested over here. I'm assuming that might be the way it's coded in. I'm okay with this. Studious Youth. Make our bloodline just, you know, that much better. Higher chance of getting a higher level of education is going to be swell. I wonder what the decision was to move the stress meter. I mean, it takes up a little less territory, and it's just overlaying something that is already covering the screen anyway, so this way it doesn't cover up as much as sort of the map. But, I don't hate it. I think it's probably better, but it's just interesting that someone, you know, made the push for it. Because I don't think the other one was bad, and so, you know, making a change when there isn't a true problem is interesting. True Bros Education. Oh, right, I'm trying to sway someone to boost a relationship. Budding interest. Wait, am I seducing? Oh, I'm seducing. 68%, 50. Well, I mean, I know that we're arbitrary. I still have my die around to help us make decisions. But in this case, I think it's pretty fine. We will make a bold declaration to the lady. Has the best chance of succeeding. Watch it fail. I don't think a lot of people noticed it at first. Voxel. Are you talking about the stress meter? Perhaps. Mostly you didn't notice it until you started getting some stress. Excellent. She liked it. Seek indulgences. Oh yeah! So this is great. So every time I hit this button, I just get money. They get piety. Like, I don't see any reason why I would ever, you know, not take the indulgences. There was some debate as to whether we would take the indulgence thing. I guess it's communion, because it might lead to a lot of kind of spammy messages. But on the other hand, it seems like insanely good. Hey, Hakun. Happy slap, you made yourself a poop damn City Skyline. That's a game I haven't played in a while. You know what I have played, again, recently, just for myself? Surviving Mars. God, I love Surviving Mars so much. I think there might be a limit to how many interesting videos I could make out of it, but I love playing that game. That and Battletech. It's like, those were surprisingly good titles. I was very excited for Battletech when it was announced. And I was just hoping they didn't screw it up, and they didn't. It's fantastic. Honestly, when they first announced Surviving Mars, and I first saw some of the art for it, I was like, I bet you it's not going to be great. Like, it sounds like a great idea, but I bet you it's not going to be that compelling. And yet, yeah, I go back to it all the time. Reading an air! Oh, yay! Yes, with the lady I'm trying to seduce. I'm just seducing. She doesn't even have good genetic traits or anything like that. I'm just seducing it because it's not a crime in our religion to have affairs outside of marriage, and I want to make more babies for the Dynasty. Although they would be bastards, but I can legitimize them. If they end up having good stats for some reason, I can legitimize them. Something pious. Let's be entertained. Spiritual medicine. Well, since I don't know any percentage chance on any of these, well, that's a good idea. Go to war versus the Pope. Oh, the giveaway is to have your name in the game as like a child or something. We're going to go with number 2. Let's be entertained. East of Indus. Good. I'm no longer sick. So, yeah, if we want to declare war on the Pope, I need 750 piety to be able to declare for the entire kingdom. We're gonna wait. We're gonna save up some piety. My son! Oh, that's right. My wife is pregnant. My son, who's a genius. Wait a minute. Okay, what do I got right now? Prince Eve. Oh, he's handsome. Okay, that's okay, because currently he's my heir. You're pretty. I don't think we have equal succession laws yet. We can work our way up there. Prince Aubrey. Well, we're going to rename you. So the hashtag name, and someone in the chat was asking, what the draw is for. It is indeed to have your name in the game. I'm going to draw a name. It's Rose Solon. Rose Solon, or Solane, maybe. Welcome to the family. My genius son. Now, what is this? This is one of my sons, Laudru. Complain about Bercy bullying him. He started asking how to get someone hanged if he felt like they should be. What the hell? Well, he's gained arbitrary. We could have him keep arbitrary. Or we could say, make sure you stay hidden wherever you go. That would replace arbitrary with Craven. Well, Craven is poop. Arbitrary is fun. Your will is the only law that matters. And we got a new perk. Okay, hold on. Whoa, slow down. We're going to check here. So I cannot increase my crown authority, which is too bad, because if we did get to absolute crown authority, I could designate my heir. I could choose which one of my kids would be my heir. Now, we do have the ability to disinherit and things like that. I don't think I will, because we are not actually going to be running our next character. We're going to be doing a time skip. We're going to be fast forwarding in observer mode. I'm kind of okay with having the chaos. This is one of the reasons I'm not becoming celibate. We're going to have lots of kids. In fact, I think at some point I divorced or something my wife, so that I think I divorced her. I made my own religion so I could divorce her partially. And then I married her, this genius. We've got a genius kid already. And yeah, that's the thing. We're going to try to pop out as many kids as possible. Our succession laws, it's still partitioning. It's not Confederate partition, so it won't make any titles. But that's going to be okay. We can't change to any other kind of things here. Gender laws are equal. Lovely. Okay, beautiful. So even my daughter, Princess Bodum's here, will inherit. And that, I mean, it's going to shatter the realm, which is going to be beautiful. The chaos is good. The chaos is really nice. Chaos is ladder, right? We've got a perk we can grab. So we've got whole of body. We don't have theologian. So it looks like they have not corrected the visual issue where the final trait over here, when you can click it, it looks like it's already been selected. It's colored in already as if I had selected it, which is a visual. I mean, I don't think it's a code bug. I think it may have been a design failure of wait, hold on, that's really stupid. So other than the fact that the colored line here is a little bit different, it's hard to tell that I haven't actually picked theologian. Anyway, I'm going to do that now. So theologian plus 3 learning is great. Extra piety, that'll be good for a religious war. That's going to be okay. The text is different. I mean, it's brighter white, which I guess does stand out from some of the others. But yeah, it's not ideal. So the question now is, do we actually stay with theology focus? The pro of it is it still gets us more piety, which is going to help with some of the holy wars that we want to do. Also, it means we could start working on scholar, which is be pretty good for some development. I think we just stay on theology focus. I mean, we're the chocolate pope. How could we not have a theology focus, right? Exactly. Done. Sorted. Seek indulgences. Yeah, of course, man. Give me money. Speaking of money, that probably means we can do some domain improvements. Now, Air, which is our current capital, has been fully developed. We'll give Paris some love over here. And we'll just go ahead and upgrade some of these buildings. Boom. Rothade's windows are lit by warm glow, and even from the ground I can see movement inside. My pulse thrums loudly in my ears. I might be within my own castle, but when vying for her desire, I'm treading new ground regardless. I say, Rothade, look outside and shine up my night! Up I go. Leave a rose for her to find along with a note, or I better leave before anyone sees me. I'm gonna say we're gonna pick one of the top 3, but I don't know which one. So we're going for number 1. Rothade, look outside and shine up my night. Shine up my night. Is he asking for her to moon him? Arbitrary dice, arbitrary dice. Do. Rothade, you're the sun in my night. Although I'd still like to see your moon. Now, we could go for other wars. We've got 29 wars we could declare for various reasons here. It doesn't have to be a religious war. The Byzantine Empire's got some land inside my territory, which just looks awful and stupid. And it wouldn't cost us any piety if we were to, say, declare for de jure holdings, which might be a pretty good idea here. We're trying to pick one that's got more land. Lorraine's looks like it's got a couple of duchies in there. I mean, this has got a fair bit, but it's really about cleaning up inside. I propose we declare war on the Byzantine Empire for the Duchy of Upper Lorraine. Now, he can have a fair number of troops. We theoretically will have more. This does count his allies in here. So we should be okay. We've got enough money, we can get a bunch of mercs as well. I feel like we should be able to win this okay. Does we want to do this, or does we want to do something else? I mean, expanding over here would be nice. There's some other bits in Britannia as well. Look at the claims. I mean... Oh, just in terms of size. Single county, so that's not very helpful at all. I guess just as a check here, if we were to declare war on East Anglia... Oh, they're tiny. We don't have a truce with them or anything like that. That's going to be okay. We could do it based on people's claims here.